So I just made a video today on Toei Animation releasing information on Universe 9, but they also released the 11th universe's Kai. Now I know this guy looks familiar. Where have we seen him before? Boom. So there you go, guys. The Clown God of Destruction is Universe 11, and that's pretty cool. We don't know which fighters belong to the Clown God yet or what that means exactly, but if they make any reference to Universe 11 in the next coming episodes, we will know that they're talking about the Clown God. So if Beerus says something like, just fear Universe 11, they're the only one you have to worry about, we know that he's talking about the Clown Gods and that the Clown God is the most destruction or possibly the most evil of the gods of destruction. Ever since they revealed all of the gods of destruction, it seems like the fandom is going crazy over the clown most of all. A lot of people think he's the strongest. A lot of people think that he's super evil. Who is this masked man in black that's standing beside him that looks super powerful? Is it Hit? Is it the new guy that Goku is fighting from the trailers? We don't really have any of that information yet, but what we do know is that he's from Universe 11. And what we also know is about his Kai. Now, his Kai seems to be very gentle and lighthearted and peaceful, and I'm curious to see what that means about the clown. Is he going to be the complete opposite? Is he going to be the most sadistic, evil person that you could possibly imagine being God of Destruction? I think so. I think it's very likely that if the God of Creation is the most kind and the most gentle of all the Kais, then this God, being his polar opposite, the God of Destruction, is going to be the most evil, the most destructive, and is definitely the one that we're going to keep our eye on. Now, I have a strong feeling that the man in black standing next to him is the guy that Goku is fighting from the trailers, the alien-looking dude wearing red and black. I have a very strong feeling of that, and that would make sense if that guy is like the strongest fighter in the multiverse next to Goku, and that's basically like the ultimate battle or something. If he belongs to the most evil god, maybe he is the most strong fighter. It all makes sense. I'm really curious to see how the story develops with the other gods. It turns out that the new God of Destruction, the God of Destruction from Universe 9 that was just discovered today, released by Toei Animation, his name is Sidra, and it turns out he's like very lazy and lethargic and like doesn't really have a care in the world. So that's kind of like Beerus a little bit, who is a little bit lazy and just cares about food. It seems like this new god Sidra takes it to a whole new level, but it's going to be interesting to see how these other gods' personalities develop as the series progresses, especially the Clown God. I have a very, very strong feeling that this guy is incredibly evil and incredibly menacing. Now, I don't think he's going to be like the major villain of the arc by any means, but I have a feeling that the other gods are kind of going to fear him because he's probably just crazy, sadistic, probably blows up planets like it's nothing all the time, like all day, every day. He probably loves it. Now, why he's dressed like a clown, a lot of people theorize that he's the god of mischief. Loki would make sense. I mean, just about all of the gods are based on some kind of god in mythology, and if he is a god of mischief and he's super evil, I mean, that all comes together and that all really makes sense. So he's from Universe 11. Unfortunately, we don't have any other information yet, but I'm sure, I mean, by the time even episode 78 comes out tomorrow, I'm sure we're going to get some information on the gods because we're going to see them in the next episode. And then episode 79, I think we're going to get a lot of information as Boo starts to fight Basil. I think it's really going to come into play, like how some of the gods react, the kind of things they're saying as they're watching the fight, like, oh, these guys are weak, oh, these guys are strong. You know, we're going to get a lot of details and information about their personalities. If I were to take a wild guess, I would say the guy standing right next to the Clown God in this picture is probably another evil type god. I mean, he looks kind of menacing, and I have a feeling that everybody else is going to be sort of friendly. I mean, you have a fox, an elephant, a little fur ball, maybe the little fish guy, he might be evil too, but I think everybody else is going to be sort of, you know, low-key like Beerus and Champa are, but a couple of these gods of destruction, maybe 2 or 3, are going to be really evil. Of course, we can't say any of that for sure. I mean, we can't make any assumptions without any information. We can only just theorize based on tiny little pieces of information, which we don't really have any of for the other gods. besides their mythologies. But I mean, you never know. Like the Cleopatra looking chick, who looks to be a human, by the way, could turn out to be the most evil. I mean, they could completely throw us for a bender there. Who knows? But we will find some more information tomorrow night, and tomorrow night I will be streaming, guys, around 7:30, right after the Raw, right after we get that new information about these other gods. And I will see you guys then. Have a good Friday night, people. Peace.